Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our joint presentation between Brilliant Crypto and Paris and Germain. We have two very special guests today, and I'll introduce them. First, Yoshiaki Harai from Brilliant Crypto.
Hello everyone, I am Yoshiaki Harai. I'm the director of the Brilliant Crypto project and CFO of Coop, which is a major mobile gaming company in Japan.
Thank you, Yoshi. Next is Par Holgassen, if I pronounce it right, from Paris and Germain.
Thank you, that's right. Par Helgason from PSG, Paris Saint-Germain in Paris, the famous football club, sports and lifestyle brand. I'm head of Web3 and Metaverse, gaming on chain and AI, and all how that is going to be mixed moving forward. Happy to be here.
Thank you, Par. So I think some of you here today may be learning Brilliant Crypto for the first time. So Yoshi, can you explain about Brilliant Crypto a little bit?
Of course. The parent company of Brilliant Crypto, Coop, is well known in Japan as a public gaming company. We have created high-quality games for over 15 years. And our games have had over 200 million downloads. More than 1,000 employees behind us in Coop. We aim to deliver the Brilliant Crypto, the first big Web3 project by a Japanese gaming company. With this background, we have a vision that we aim to achieve in Web3. So next, I want to talk about that. Our vision is to create authentic digital gemstones using power of gaming. Our vision is to create authentic digital gemstones using power of gaming. I think that imagery speaks louder than words, so I'd like to show you a short video now. And afterwards, Kaji will explain our project in more detail. Now, let's start the video.
Brilliant Crypto. New value. A world in which these gemstones await begins here. This is a precious gemstone rush. Unearth gemstones and the fortune is yours. Gemstones with real value and other incentives lie within the mine. With proof of gaming, a new concept and new value. Finders keepers. Grab your pickaxe and let's go.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed the video that we've showed and gave you some context about the project itself. So first, I want to talk about fashion industry currently. So there are many brands delivering different types of fashion NFTs in Metaverse and Web3. But there's one type of fashion that we haven't seen it yet. I'm talking about jewelry. To have jewelry, you have to have a gemstone with value. So what we're trying to do is to create a digital gemstone with real value using the power of games and AI. We also use a concept called proof of gaming, which is inspired by Bitcoin's proof of work. I'm sure all of you know, but proof of work was a huge part of Bitcoin's success to gain value of the Bitcoin itself. So all the calculations done with the computer and running with a lot of different people all over the world is what Bitcoin was able to gain the value and also gain the status of digital gold. So proof of work was inspired by Bitcoin's proof of gaming was inspired by proof of work of Bitcoin's success as well. What we are trying to do is, although people will still do a form of mining, but instead of running their GPUs, we use them, we use them to play the games. So more people play around the world, the more value our gemstone becomes. Oops, sorry about that. So to be able to have a lot of different users play our title in the world, we partner with a lot of different people, like influencers, Web3 figures, and other entities to partner, as well as PSG, to make sure our game are reaching the Web3 industry as well as the Web3 gamers. Now I would like to talk about our roadmap a little bit. For Q2, we will be doing the pre-launch of the game for Windows and Mac. In the same, later on this second quarter, we will also be launching the full title, including the mobile as well. But before that, we are trying to do an IEO in Japan with cooperation with CoinCheck, which is the biggest domestic exchange. And we're also partnering with Bit2Me to list our tokens to Latin America. And we're also looking for other exchange partners around the world. So if you are able to talk with other exchanges globally, please make sure to talk to us. And we're also very keen on going into our metaverse with our digital gemstones. As the first partnership, we've signed an MOU with a Caliverse, which is developed by Lotte Group in South Korea. We're also looking for other metaverses to develop or co-partnership with it to make sure that our digital gemstones create value. So now that I have talked about our project a little bit, maybe we can talk a little bit deeper between three of us. Par, when we first met and we presented you with our project, what was your first thought?
Well, there were many thoughts, to be honest. One, PSG as a club likes to be first. We like to be innovative. And this was a great match because doing this game on-chain in this way, with this gaming title, is first in a way. And so that was a good match for us. Also, PSG has a massive audience out there. We have a couple of 100 million fans globally. And so our partners and their vision and ambition also is great if they're as big or if not bigger. And so to have products, services, or in this case, a game that can engage our fan base, I think was a great match. Also, PSG is a young club. And so we're the club of the new generation. And a part of that is to figure out what's next. And we have a young club with a young fan base. So Gen Zs, Gen As, and is both habit-forming years. They're in habit-forming years, and they're also mobile, and they have a lifestyle where gaming is a part of what they do already. So our fan base around the world has already arrived, and so I think this partnership is a great match from that perspective, right?
Right.
Yeah, and when you want to be innovative, and some previous speakers mentioned it as well, it's hard to do everything yourself. So we're actively looking for partners that is innovative as well, and to innovate together with them. And this is really also a part of my role to find and engage and navigate this journey together moving forward. Right. And so I think for like these reasons and many others, I think it was a great match, and this is a way to say hello to the rest of the world and for our fans to say hello to you and the game.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sure you've have a lot of pitch as a representative of PSG, but was there any deciding factors that you wanted to partner with us, especially like Brilliant Crypto?
Yeah, so besides the ones that I already mentioned, there's PSG as a brand and as a football club has many verticals and reaches, if you will. So we're a football club, we're a sports club, we're a lifestyle brand, and coming out of Paris, luxury is close to us, and luxury and high-end fashion in a digital way makes sense, right? And so I think younger fans that we have, they like to own things, and the virtual and gaming realities is as real as the physical world.
Right.
And for them to be able to own a part of the club in digital ways, to put NFCs and NFTs on physical merch moving forward, and or playing games and together offer the fans and the gamers to own and engage both of our brands and products, if you will, I think makes sense. It's a part of what's next, right? So yeah, those are some of the reasons and ideas that I think make sense. Huh?
Great, thank you. And Yoshi, what was our reason of partnering with PSG?
Okay. We have two main reasons that we've decided to partner with PSG. The reason number one is they are very famous all over the world. Corpo is very famous in Japan, but not famous worldwide. So we want to reach the audience of PSG. The reason number two is, like us, PSG is very innovative and always bring new experience to their fans. So that makes them a perfect partner for the company like Corpo and Brilliant Crypto.
Great, thank you. So we first disclosed our partnership as well as the project of Brilliant Crypto at WebEx last year. And we've done a couple of stages together, the most recent one in NFT Paris. And we did a big announcement at the time. So at NFT Paris, we announced that we'll be releasing NFT pickaxe that's motifed by PSG. And whoever who purchases the NFT pickaxe will also have a jersey to wear as a skin on their character in the game. And additionally, in this game, when you actually dig out a rare gemstone, the game automatically creates a history of the gemstone itself. But with the PSG pickaxe, if you dig out a rare gemstones, it will create a history that includes the elements of the PSG team into the history itself. So that makes it the gemstone itself even more rare than without using the PSG pickaxe. What were your thoughts about the PSG collaboration on the pickaxe and the jersey itself?
Well, today, PSG as a lifestyle brand, we sell as much physical merchandise that is fashion related as we do match jerseys. And so we have stores around the world. We have fan clubs around the world. We have academies around the world, in the hundreds, right? And so this is a natural, progression and development. Now we also have it digitally, right? And so some part of our fan base wants to own the physical, and some parts wants to own and engage the digital and the virtual. So just like today you would consume content in TV and or in mobile phone, next version of that would be VR and AR, right? Or in metaverse. And just like we have physical assets today, and back in the days you had player cards that were physical, today you can, and moving forward, things will be digital. There will be NFTs. You can own them You can prove, you can share, you can create that exclusivity. And so this is a part, again, what's next, and this is a part for our fan base who has already arrived, and now we can, together with you, innovate together and also provide these kind of experiences and assets as ownerships for them moving forward.
Okay, thank you. So we've done a lot of different collaboration with PSG. That includes giving out signed jerseys to the community, giving out tickets, and actually flying them to actual Paris to watch the game just by joining the community. So anybody who's interested in the game itself or digital gemstones, make sure to follow us, the community, so that we can provide you with new information or maybe new information about PSG and what our collaboration is going to do in the future. So besides the current collaborations that we have done, are there any collaborations that you look forward to doing with us in the future?
Absolutely. So some of the things you mentioned, we travel with the team and we do collaborations in Tokyo, in Paris, and maybe in the future in other cities and other markets. I think those are great examples to continue to do cross-merchant collaboration with digital assets here. Maybe in the future going to physical assets, right? And also I think collaborations between other Web3 and or other ecosystem of partnerships. We have great brands like Nike and Jordan and Dior, and we have many famous lifestyle brands and other types of brands that is a great brand fit for PSG. And I think in the future, collaborations could be things to be explored. So I think from a sponsor perspective, partner perspective, they will be more and more open for this moving forward. So the same thing for players, I'm sure, moving forward. And so I think this type of collaboration is a way to actually be new, because I believe in many ways before they have been done by themselves. So I think one of the new things actually is to collaborate in new ways, just like we work with you in a new way. We have a joint roadmap and we collaborate in things in an integrated way, if you will.
Yeah, we continue to look forward to working with PSG, and we hope to innovate the industry itself, including the gemstones and even further forward. Are there any new developments on the PSG side coming soon?
We have a couple. I can't really go into those yet because they're not public yet. But there is a couple of interesting projects that we're about to launch this year. And I'm sure some of them will be, hopefully in collaboration also with you. But I think in general, everything that is digital now, that is, let's say, a Web 2, will be upgraded into a Web 3. Right? You can own assets. You can take part of assets. And everything that you would, as a fan, would consume, watch today would be immersed in different ways moving forward in the metaverse on a VR and AR setting. And the experiences that we have today could be physical, it could be online, or it could be on-chain. And I think a part of what's next is to mix them simply, right? To have a mixed version of physical and virtual reality, to have physical and virtual assets. And I think that mix is going to be a super interesting journey together. And this is why innovation is so important to have inside the club, but also with the partnerships that we have. And also that we actually sit in the same boat, if you will, and have the same goals and ambitions and aspirations moving forward. And I think that's, it's harder than one think, and it's something that is more innovative in ways than I also think people think about. So yeah, these are things that I look forward to, and the club look forward to do with you.
Okay, that sounds great. So we're trying to create a digital gemstone and digital jewelry in the future, which we think it's something that we could probably only do with the help of all the Web3 users. What do you think about the gemstone itself? What needs to be done to create a value in your sense?
I think gemstones, physical or digital, has to have a, let's say, a scarcity to it. That's an important factor. It also needs to have a utility and an interest as well, if you will. And then, as it is an asset, all asset needs to have the volume and utility and velocity, if you will. And I think in terms of the game, that game design and game experience, I think, is a part what's interesting with you. And I think the setting of it is interesting. So taking, let's say, the logic out of a proof of work and the Bitcoin model and apply it to proof of gaming, same but different, if you will, the ambition that you have, I think is a very interesting and innovative way to do that.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. As mentioned, we're almost ready to launch our title, which we'll launch it in Windows and Mac first. We call it a pre-release version of it. And to make sure that all the information you can get, please follow us on all the social media channels, as well as our YouTube channels to get more information. And I'll wrap up our discussion here, but any final words, Par?
Yeah, so we as a club, we really like to work with partners that are innovative, that are new, and they also want to have products and services and experiences that our fans like and love, not only once, but to come back to. And we also appreciate the fact that we can work closer and integrated in ways that is newer than many think. And I think that people keep asking me what's next. In games, on-chain is a part of what's next. Our fan base, again, has already arrived. They're mobile, they're global, they're social, they consume content, and our brand experiences that we together can deliver. And now they can own a piece of that. And I think that's a very interesting intersection, because we're talking about a couple of 100 million of them, right? And so, yeah, it's a very exciting future, I think.
Thank you. Any final words, Yoshi?
Yes, thanks for listening. As we mentioned, we are very keen on supporting NFT in the metaverse. So if you are involved in the metaverse project, please reach out to us and let's discuss more. Thank you.
Thank you. That wraps our presentation. Please talk to us if you have any questions. We'll be happy to answer any kind of questions and discuss further partnership. Thank you.